Okay, welcome back to another episode of Can You Dig It? We're still going through those records from Half Price Books, the lovely treasure trove. Today we're about to start with Stacy Lattisaw, Let Me Be Your Angel. She got the crispy lumberjack on. 1980. So let's see what's going down. The first time I ever heard the name Stacy Lattisaw was in a Nas song, and it was on. All right, so before I get into this, not a popular opinion, but most people would say their favorite Nas album is. They would say their favorite Nas album is Illmatic, and I used to agree until the Lost Tapes came out, and to me, that's Nas's best project. But again, that's to me, it's my personal opinion. We can argue what the best tape is of all time from Nas, but my favorite is the Lost Tapes. And that's the first time I heard Stacy Lattisaw. But let's see what she got. Side one. Hey. If I don't find something on here, I could use this one, but let's see what else she's working with. Man, that's banging. Oh, Bob Clearmountain was an engineer on this? They made plugins named after Bob Clearmountain. Alright. This album's going in my collection, bro. This is banging. I can make a whole beat tape off of this album. Alright, I think I know what I'm gonna use, but let's just peep the beginnings of this side two real quick. Hey. I'm about to add this album to my Apple Music too. What? Sounds like Nate Dogg would be on this. Alright. It might be that one. Guess who was on the bass? Randy Jackson. Alright. That shit's hard, but we about to go back to side one. Than that or this one? Alright, we're about to record that in. Let's get it. Alright, let's get it. Alright, let's see what we got here. Forgot to mute that. There we go. the snare. Let's turn quantize off. Let's get a hi-hat popping. Let's try that. See if we can't do more stuff with the sample. We'll just copy the drums over. All right. Hey, all right, we got 2 patterns out of this. Pt.Iii ladder saw, my love. All right, next we got Nana Muscori, Le Disque de made and printed in France. So, I have no idea what to expect, which is perfect. Love surprises, except for the harmonica surprises or the dulcimer surprises. Appalachian surprises. All right, side 1. See what she working with. My problem is when I hear stuff in other languages, I'm hearing stuff in English, and it's not that. Like, I thought they said something about the brown sugar, and that's definitely not what they were talking about. C'est bon la vie. I might use this with some 808. All right, what's this? 1, 2, 3, track 4, side A. Yo, low key, this album kind of has a lot of variety. I could lift a few samples off this already. Dang, I got like 7 things off of this I can use so far. That's always fun when you hear a lot of variety on one album that you can make a bunch of different things from. Like, there's literally like 7 different songs on here I can utilize. All right, let's go back to this side A real quick. 1, 2, 3, number 4. All right, we're gonna save that one. Let's go back to this. We'll do this one. Save this jump. Boom. There we go. Slice mode. See what we can throw together. I think I hear something. Alright, let's see. Alright, I want to add an 808 with this. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and cut out the low end. So I'll be able to fit that in after I get some drums in. Actually, we're going to do that first. So I'm using Fab Filter's Pro Q4, my Swiss Army knife, and we'll cut out this low end. And we're also going to find out what song key this is. C minor, perfect. Alright, let's get this plug in. Alright, let's find the right bass sound. Alright, now we just gotta get the right key. So it goes C, D, E flat. Turn that off. So if you're hearing this, I want to turn that off. I don't want it to bend up. So that's the glide. So if I turn so it goes like this. If I turn this glide down, that's what I want. Oh, on Beatmaker 3, I can go, since I know it's a C minor key, I can just put the scales on and go to natural minor. So C, D, D sharp, F, G, G sharp, A sharp. Cool. All right, record that in. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the plugin. Sometimes it's best, well, I find it easier to go into the plugin and right away you can put a pattern down, even if you change the pattern later. Put the pattern down and then I can go in and fine tune the bass, but any sound really. So you have it playing and then you can go mess with the parameters and get it sounding like you want. Turn the distortion up, some depth, turn the length up a little. So I can turn the attack up a little bit, so when I add a kick, then it won't clash when the hits happen at the same time. Alright, now let's add some drums. Alright, so one of my favorite plugins to use on drums to make them sound more full is, it's called Knock by the producer Decap. I'm a huge supporter of this plugin because with the snare I can go here and I can choose snare dirty. It does that. I can go to snare hard. Trap drum. But I'm gonna choose snare dirty and go from here. Turn up the, there we go, filtering. All right. So something I think of as far as presets go, I know some people down presets, knock presets and say, oh, you're not really producing, or you're not really, your skill level is not that high when you're using presets. And I see presets as a significant tool for any level, really. Because think of it like this. Even if you're starting out, you don't know. If you're starting out, you might not know exactly how to go about using effects to turn a sound into what you're hearing in your head, right? So, say for instance, I know what this plugin does. If you're just going through presets until you find something that's close to what's in your head, then you're getting to what you're hearing. You just don't have the certain technical ability. But that preset got you there, right? Then you can mess around and tweak a little bit and start learning how to tweak the parameters to know what they do. Now, let's say your skill level's higher. Using a preset gets you in the ballpark of something quicker, and then you can just tweak it from there. So regardless if what level you're at, I see presets as getting you in the ballpark of somewhere. And then you just go from there. It's quicker, it's more efficient, and it helps. And the whole point is to get better at understanding what stuff is, but also you're just trying to create and get your idea out. If you want to be an engineer, then you can do just that. But if engineering comes second to you creating the art and the sound, I don't see why presets get to be such a big deal sometimes, and to utilize, oh, you're using presets, now you're not as good. That sounds crazy. This is just all about creating your art and getting the idea out of your head and what helps you achieve that and doesn't mess up the workflow, you know? All right, boom. All right, you see how this clap sounds. Now let's add that decap, that knock plugin that I was talking about, and see what it does to the sound of this clap. See? That got us more where we're looking to get. I can go back, tweak it more, but right now I need it to sound like that so I can keep going and move on to the next one. Mixing and all that can come later. I like to create more instead of trying to perfect something, because you can't perfect anything really. You can make it sound as close to, but if I get stuck on just trying to make this snare sound exactly how I hear it in my head, I might lose a whole bunch of other stuff that I'm hearing as the beat. So keeping the workflow going is everything. I can go mix it after. All right, pick time. We'll do that one. One more time. We fixed that and we got it. Hey. Say that. And that was that Unana Muscori. And the name of the song is, I'm gonna butcher this, but I'm gonna attempt to. Kill, fight, boo, kill, silly. That's all I got, but it's this one. Shout out to Nana. All right, so next we have Carmeg DeForest, I Shall Be Released, which is a crazy title. And I thought that this ring over his head was like somebody using a Sharpie or something, until I pulled the record out and it shows this. So that was a halo, and this is devil horns with how my mustache and goatee are now. It's kind of dope because it's signed to Jordana, Love Always, Carmeg. So I got a signed record, but my name is not Jordana. So let's see what type of music's going on here.
Everybody's carrying on with rappers bandit.
Oh no. Oh no. Understanding. Oh dang it. But, like always, we're gonna find something. Even if it's I just sample that kick drum and make a whole different beat. A black eye.
Oh.
What is going on? And why did this chick want his autograph on a record?
Time to get creative. When it starts staying later, you're
Later, baby girl.
From Miami.
That's a rough one, but we got something.
Taking risks in spring. Time to get.
Oh my God, shut up, bro. Alright, let's get it. Let's see if I can't put something together here. This is one of those ones where I don't want to save it in my banks of like samples I can go back to. This can go sit with the harmonica jump. Turn the gain up. Let's put an echo on here and see what it sounds like. So a lot of times you can just add effects too to try to create something different within it, and then do your pattern after that. Filter the frequency. See what key this shit is. D flat major. Fine, if that's the case, let's do this then. We'll house this junk, and I can add stuff over the top. Alright, now let's see what key it is. Where is this kick at? Alright, so it's D flat major, so C sharp. cut out some of the highs of this kick, and then we'll find an instrument to put over this jump. So it's more than this damn bass line. So I need more right now. Alright, now let's find an instrument. We'll go back to the animal. So let's go into keys, scales. We're in D flat minor. So minor, boom. Back to the instrument and pick another one. More sound up in here. Dick, turn it down, buddy. So I like this plugin because it's got a dice on here. Because sometimes I don't know what sound I'm looking for. I hear something, but I don't know what it is or what it's called. But if I hit this dice, it'll go to random sounds. So now I can try to bang on a melody. Octave, C sharp minor. Alright, different sound. And then these, I'm also going to add that sidechain compression. Right here, boom. All right, that was this guy that you got to take seriously. Carmine DeForest. It's a signed record, but now I understand why it was here. Half Price Books. They got a lot more records than I thought. Great place to dig. I suggest you check it out. And even when stuff gets hard, it's all about finding out, can you dig it?